Do not be fooled were the words of Prime Minister Stuart Young as he took to the podium on Wednesday evening at the Harris Promenade in San Fernando. Mr. Young raised concerns about political opponents purposefully misleading members of the public. Jason John has more in this report.
Prime Minister Stuart Young SC is encouraging members of the public to be wary of disinformation campaigns by political opponents. According to the Prime Minister, there have been attempts to mislead and fool the population with lies. He addressed some of those concerns during a public meeting at the Harris Promenade in San Fernando on Wednesday evening. The Prime Minister highlighted the remarks by Leader of the Opposition Kamla Persad-Bissessar as indicated in the UNC's National Economic Transformation Master Plan 2020 to 2025 to have a significantly devastating effect on our economy and the cost of living.
If the UNC gets into power on April 28, 2025, no matter what they say, they are going to devalue our dollars 15 to 1. 15 to 1.
He also gave the example of the government's restructuring of Petrotrin. Instead of noting its transformation into Heritage Petroleum, it has been said that Petrotrin was simply shut down.
And today, I could report to you that Heritage is earning billions of dollars in revenue. No loss. It has earned billions of dollars in revenue and hundreds of millions in profit, billions paid in royalty to make sure our children could go to school, to make sure the hospital lights, look behind you, the hospital lights are on and there are nurses and doctors there.
Prime Minister Young also praised the government for ensuring that Trinidad and Tobago stayed out of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, while giving his commitment to maintaining the integrity of the TT dollar.
They increased expenditure by $21 to $22 billion a year. That is irresponsible. But PNM came in, we came in difficult times in 2015. We had to cut what we could cut. We had to reduce where we could reduce. But we made sure people still had jobs.
The Prime Minister also pointed to the fact that the PNM has all 41 of its candidates ahead of nomination day on April 4th, while the same cannot be said for the opposition. Jason John, TTT News.
Your pensions are safe. During a public meeting at the Harris Promenade in San Fernando, Prime Minister Stuart Young promised that a PNM government will remove taxes from pensions for public servants. He also pledged that regardless of what the opposition may say, the government will not interfere with senior citizens' pension. Prime Minister Young was also pleased to announce that when the PNM is re-elected on April 28th, they will continue to make strides in assisting the most vulnerable people in our society.
Elsewhere, and we are going to immediately, when we're elected and we go to Parliament, we're going to get the money and we are going to double the number of food cards to help those less vulnerable in our society.
He also highlighted that as a parent, he understands the difficulty with ensuring children can go to school. He said that as a member of parliament, he meets with parents who regularly express their need for affordability with education.
Thought about it. How do we help parents reduce the cost of sending your children to school? And tonight, I could tell you that a PNM government elected on the 28th of April are going to, after careful consultation with the Minister of Finance, I am happy to tell you that this responsible PNM government is going to remove VAT on all school uniforms.